What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim. Gonna be playing a game on PTCGO against my good friend Otto, and I think he might be testing out some crazy deck for the World Championships here. I'm gonna see if I can find Rayquaza. I just kind of want to play Ray. Spent a long time driving today to a shop to get my camera repaired. Accidentally dropped my camera, so that was a bummer. Here we go, Ray. All right, let's go. Accept. So, going to be playing a game versus Otto. I don't know that I've even ever played a game versus Advan here on PTCGO. This, I think, is our first match. Well, I think so, because I actually had a friend request him, which is crazy, because Otto is like one of my good friends. But I don't really keep track of my PTCGO friend list at all. Kind of just anybody who's there is there, and that's just the way it is. And I don't really add new people all the time, because I don't really get to do kind of one-on-one testing like this all that often, unfortunately. Usually, if I do get to test, it's just kind of in some spare minutes. Oh, Otto's giving me the good old hello. Well, hello, Otto. If I do get some testing in, it's usually just in the spare minutes that I have in the middle of the day, or whatever. Now, we've been talking about the difference between Fury Belt and Wishful Baton in Rayquaza. I'm kind of back and forth on it. I feel like it could go either way. What we're seeing here, is a Buzzwole Garbodor deck with Shrine of Memory. Now, I do play like a good amount of stadiums myself. I do play a good amount of I play a good amount of field blowers as well. I played 2 stadiums, 2 field blowers, so we should be okay. I got 2 field blowers in deck. I also have my 2 parallels in deck, so we should be okay as far as being able to bump the shrines. Now, we don't have to go that fast in this matchup, but we do have to get enough energy in play to start knocking out those Buzzwoles relatively quickly without burning too much resources. Now, that wasn't the worst Stormy Winds. It could have been worse. I think I'm also going to play that Fury Belt, sure, and then we're just going to end. I'm not going to Ultra Ball away 2 Sycamores. Those are just 2 supporters I don't want to slap down yet. Now, we may be going to Tempest GX Town here eventually. Not quite this turn, perhaps, but it looks like that's kind of where we're headed. I could mill 3 cards off the top. It's like an interesting question here. Like, I only got, 2 items in the discard pile. I don't need to mill. I think I can just pass, and then next turn maybe Tempest, but maybe I'll do it before I Tempest. I don't know, something like that. Not exactly sure. Like, actually using Stormy Winds doesn't exactly increase my odds of drawing a support or anything. We're just like milling 6 cards. So I think maybe, oh my gosh, it's tough call. I think I'm just going to pass here, and we're going to wait and see what happens. Next turn, maybe, if I'm about to Tempest, maybe I'll just throw them both down and see. But I think I'd rather just wait and see here before I go forward. I do have 3 energy in my hand and 1 in the discard pile, 2 in play. This is a 16 energy Rayquaza GX list. A lot of them are at 14 energy. I feel like the difference is like pretty meaningful. This version is not playing Acro Bike, so it's nice to be able to actually just draw into those energies naturally and discard them with things like Mysterious Treasure and Ultra Ball. And playing 16 definitely allows you to do that more often. We see Otto start with an Ultra Ball away 2 Rainbow Energies. He's going to be playing Rainbow Energy because obviously Rainbow Energy is very good because it works on both the Buzzwole and the Garbodors here. We see that Otto doesn't have a whole lot going on over on his side, though. Gets a Rangaroo so that he can instruct, and we'll kind of just do that as a strategy. I am looking like we are going to Tempest GX here. So I think I'm just going to do 1 mill. All right, we got 2 items in the discard pile. No more energy in the discard pile. So I think at this point, like, I'm just going to Tempest. I know that he plays Shrine, so I just don't mind discarding all of those. That's fine. And then we'll just get this new hand here, and then hopefully we can get myself into the active position, start actually taking some knockouts here. This is a little bit sketchy in that, this is an all non-GX deck. Rayquaza is very good at taking, EX, GX knockouts. This deck that I'm facing over here has like none of those. So that is a little bit concerning here. Now, at this point, I think that I just Ultra Ball for a Guzma and get my Rayquaza into the Ultra Ball for a Guzma, Ultra Ball for a Lele for a Guzma, and get this thing into the active position. So I'm going to Ultra Ball away probably 2 energies, I guess, and then just get Lele for Guzma here. And at this point, like, I don't really want to play any more of these cards if I don't have to. So we're just going to get a Guzma, sure. And then I think I'm just going to take out the Trubbish with the energy on it just because I can. So let's just take that out and eliminate that threat. Now at this point, you know, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items in the discard pile. So that's not bad. If I can keep that number right around here, I should be okay. Now, unfortunately, I'm just going to hang on to this Parallel City as well, pretty much as long as I can. I don't think that I'll have to do any more damage than what I'm doing right now. And Otto is kind of just stuck in this grind where he's just doing 50 to 100 damage. He's not really drawing a lot of supporters or anything else. And this was my main critique of this deck, is that it just seems a little underwhelming. Now, it can be powerful. Obviously, you force your opponent into like the 4-prize sledgehammer like every single game. So, you know, since we are taking non-EX, non-GX, prizes every turn, I'm going to be at 4 prizes sometimes. Very hard for me to skip over that 4-prize turn. So Otto is usually going to be able to smack me for a huge sledgehammer at some point during the game. Now, that being, here we go. We got multiple Buzzwoles out now. He's got Trubbish out. You know, this could be a little hectic, but since I've taken the first prize, we just have to hope that I can continue chewing through the deck. Now, what's concerning also, oh, he's got Field Blower. Okay, so that's like 6 items down now. What's concerning also is that if he does get the Stadium to stick eventually, then that could start to wear away at some of my guys. But also, let's see, he's probably looking for like a one-hit KO with this Sledgehammer. It's probably what he wants. But I'm just thinking, like, how underwhelming is it that he's just doing 50 damage a turn until the one turn that he gets to Sledgehammer, right? But then the one turn that he gets to Sledgehammer is not even that great of a turn, because then, like, I'll take another knockout and then it's just like over from there. So I just I don't really see it, but I guess, it kind of makes sense. I think Parallel City would actually just be really good right here. It's not really drawing anything, and that way I get to just like knock a Trubbish off guaranteed. So that's like really good. I think I'm just gonna like slap that down, limit him, knock out an active. It's just seems good no matter what. Now I am going to 4 prizes here, so I know that that's going to be a little bit of a struggle. I also have Lele as an option, so I can like Lele for Cynthia or something like that just to draw some different cards. I think I might do that. See, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items, and I have no tools in play right now, so 6 is just a super safe number to be at. I like that number, so I want to stay here. So I think that I don't actually have a don't have a Cynthia. I got rid of both those, so I do have an N. I think I'll just grab an N. That seems fine, so we don't just have to like ditch all these. And then ideally, I want some more energy to continue manually attaching. I don't really think it matters. I mean, Otto's only got a 3-card hand. I don't think it matters all too much. So I don't want to give him a free shrine either. If I go to 7 items by playing this Max Elixir, that's fine. Like, that's like kind of a safe number to be at. It's not the worst. And I don't have any energy in my hand right now, so it's like not a horrible feeling. I think I could do that. Just go 2, 7. That's good. We get the grass there for this back up Rayquaza. So now I'm at 7. I want to stay at 7 because that means with the choice band, Garbodor can only do so much. He's already got a Floatstone on this Garbodor, so I'm not thinking that I got a one-hit knockout there. And let's just end before I go down to too few prizes here and before N kind of becomes a lackluster card. Unfortunately, we got a handful of a bunch more items, so that's not going to be super great for us, but we'll just drag and break for knockout. Now, we know that this guy is going down here, unfortunately. We do have a lightning energy. That's good. All I really need to do next turn is continue attaching. This Buzzwole here should take a big knockout. What would be bad is if he now has like Guzma to one-hit knockout this Rayquaza GX, like Guzma and Choice Band. That would be rough for us, I think. And I might not be able, now that I'm like looking at the size of his hand, probably should not have ended there. Probably should have just waited a little bit longer to see if things would have buffed out. I think I should have just kept right, because he's just going to probably have a power play off of this end that he wouldn't have had otherwise. So, but it looks like by retreating, he's kind of signaling that he's just going to sledgehammer this active here. With a Choice Band on the bench Garb, that's fine. So long as I can just stay in this kind of realm here where I just have 7 items in the discard pile and don't ever go up to 8, then I am safe. Oh, I'm not safe with my request. Oh, right, we're not safe at all because of that Shrine. So I forgot about that. The Shrine sticking is actually really bad for us, because that just makes it so that now all of these have 10. So now all of a sudden what would have been, this is bad. What would have been a safe number to be at, I forgot that this is like another thing I need to look out for. We do have Field Blower, but then Field Blower puts me at less items. So like that's really bad. So I think I have to play the Field Blower, obviously, just to get rid of those. Then I feel like, unfortunately, I have to play. I mean, the energy is like safer on a Lele, but more meaningful on the Rayquaza. So I think that we're just going to do that. He has a 4-card hand. That's fine. Or 5-card hand. That's fine. I think we're just going to play that there, and we're just going to Dragon Break again here, and just kind of try to chew through the rest of the deck. Now, if Otto can just stream a couple more Trash Avalanches here, I'm going to be in trouble, because he, if he takes a one-hit knockout here, that's just like all bad for me. He does have the Rainbow Energy. I don't think he needs, I think I'm at 8 now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am at 8, so he does need a Choice Band. Unless he Field Blowered something. Oh, he Field Blowered his own thing to instruct more. He got a Cynthia. Oh my gosh, he needs Choice Band and a Garbodor here in order to take knockout. Or a Shrine, I guess, might also do it. Because he's doing 160 now, so that's not quite it. Does he get the knockout? No, he does not get the knockout. Okay, so that's 160, but he could scoop up knockouts like later. So it doesn't really matter, because he could just scoop up, like all he needs to do is take, yikes. I mean, he's like very, very close here to being able to just finish off this game. So I think at this point I'm all in on my item usage. Like I just need to get Pokemon back into play. We're going to get a Rayquaza back, and at this point we're milling. We're just hoping that he just doesn't get it. So we got to go here. Let's go ahead and mill real quick. Oh, there goes that. So that's fine. The Latias. We weren't going to use the Latias this game anyway. Then let's Mysterious Treasure away another thing here. We could get the Marshadow and Let Loose. That doesn't really make any sense. I just wanted to see that it was still in there. Marshadow is still in there. Very good. He's only got a 3-card hand, so I'm like fine with him staying at a 3-card hand. So let's just be done with that. And then we have to Max Elixir, see if we can get that. We do. We get the Lightning Energy here on this Rayquaza. So now I have another built-up Rayquaza. Ending him to an additional card here doesn't seem optimal, but I already have 1 end and the 2 ends in the discard. This is a 3-end list. So I already have 2 ends in the discard pile. This is my last end. The only way that I have to limit him from here on out is with that Marshadow. So that's like definitely sketchy too. I think that both my parallels are down as well, so that's sketchy. I would obviously love to parallel him right now. Let's just Sycamore and kind of see what the remainder of my deck looks like here. I've got a couple copies of Guzma. I've got a Fighting Fury belt. If I slap the Fighting Fury belt down, that means that I don't necessarily lose if he just gets the Shrine, and he kind of has to attack anyway. So I think I'll just save that and wait and see where that goes. And let's just Dragon Break for knockout. Hope that he misses an attack or something like that. I mean, that's just what we have to do at this point. We don't have a lot of other options. We just have to hope he misses something. We can see how this deck would be stressful to play against. My deck was just not built to do this. It was not built to He had a Sycamore there, so that's really good for him. He's going to be able to poke and take this knockout. And then if he could just set up a Garbodor, ready to go. If he gets he's going to throw a couple of energy back into the deck. That's good. If he can just... Okay, this is interesting, actually. So if he does get a Garbodor, what I could do, and this is exactly what he's doing, is he's going to evolve into Trashlanch Garbodor, and then I can... he's got 2. Oh, that's bad. I was going to say, I can let loose and Guzma the Garbodor in the same turn here to try and prevent him from drawing into the cards that he needs. So that might still be what we do. I think I might Guzma the Oranguru, knock that out and let loose, and hopefully just he doesn't have a Rainbow Energy. That's like a really... it's like not what you want, right? Like that's, because he has to not have Guzma either. But I think that's just where we're at. I mean, we're in deep with the items at this point. There's no getting around it. So I think we just have to hope that he just whiffs like really, really hard. We have to Mysterious Treasure for our final Marshadow here, get him to do a little Shuffle Draw 4, and hopefully he just doesn't get the energy he needs to win the game, or a Guzma. I think he's at 57. Yeah, we'll put the Fury Belt here just to maybe make it so that thing doesn't get knocked out, and then we're going to let loose, and then hopefully he just doesn't have it. It's a tough situation to be in, but I feel like this is all we got. How many items do I got down? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we are in beyond the danger zone. So that's just it. If he's got a Rainbow Energy, that is going to be game. And I think there's not too much more I could have done. I just got myself right here to the finish line. He promotes the Garbodor with the Flowstone. I bet he's got the Rainbow Energy in hand. And that is just going to be game. Unless he doesn't have it. He's Ultra Balling. I don't know. Oh, he had an N in his hand. Does he have a Lele left in the deck that he could go for a Sycamore? No, he's got Buzzwole. What is he doing? Does he not have it? Or is he just about to Cynthia and is thinning his deck? That would be a good play as well. If he's got the Shuffle Draw, or even if he's just got a Sycamore in hand and is going to thin his deck, it should be close either way. But I mean, all in all, he's got N. N's the only card he had. Does he rip Rainbow off of the N? Does he have it? There's no way, dude. Come on. There's no way he didn't get it. So we won the game. We got there, and that's that is my major issue with the Buzzwole Garbodor deck. Like the fact that that deck's more or less built to beat this deck, right? I mean, they got Trashlanch Garbodors. I had to knock out 6 non-EX, non-GX attackers. I think, Rayquaza, one of his strengths is just such a consistent deck, right? I mean, it does the same thing every time. We saw Otto's deck kind of struggle a little bit there to stream attackers, miss the Rainbow Energy it needed to finish the game off. I suspect the deck only plays 8 energy, probably 4 strong and 4 rainbows with some special charges. So the deck, definitely cool. Nice little rogue deck. Definitely powerful. Being able to hit for some big numbers with Trashlanch and then also get that nice 4 prize Sledgehammer is really, really good. However, we saw just the Sledgehammer obviously not good at the end of the game. By the time you get to the end of the game there, Sledgehammer for 70 damage isn't going to get you that kind of final KO that you need. You're just very reliant on attacking with Trashlanch and hoping that your opponent has passed that threshold where Trashlanch will be a knockout for you. Now, obviously, Trashlanch combined with Shriner Memories and Choice Band makes it so that decks have a very hard time kind of dodging that Trashlanch math. It's almost impossible by the time Shrine Memories adds up, because you have to dig for either your Field Blower, which increases the amount of items you have in the discard pile, or you have to play cards like Sycamore to look for your Stadium cards. Just a rough spot that deck puts you in. So anyways, thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub the channel, ring that bell. Let me know, what do you guys think of the Buzzwole Garbodor deck in the comments below. Peace.